But I don't know. I don't really know if I want to do child labor safe jobs or child shelters. At least yet. Fighting arena seems a little bit questionable as well, to be honest. And then there's the sustain life and radical treatment. Then there's soup and food additives, which is also a good question what they exactly would do. Well, I guess I can ask here and see what they could do. Okay, so soup would be we can cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw wood. Soup. Hope will fall slightly, discontent will rise slightly, eating soup will cause discontent. Food additives. Okay, that doesn't look nice. We can add sawdust meals to make them more filling, although not exactly tasty or healthy. Sawdust meal available in the cookhouse. Some people eating sawdust meals will fall ill. Radical treatment, on the other hand, would be we'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive surgery to amputation. The gravely ill will be treated in the medical post. Hope will rise slightly. 30% chance of the gravely ill treated in medical post will be left as amputees. Discontent will rise slightly. Sustain life, on the other hand, we can't cure the gravely ill, but we can at least keep them alive. We won't risk dangerous amputation with radical treatment. After introducing this law, another one can be passed. Yes, the gravely ill will be kept alive but untreated in medical post. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. The gravely ill will not be treated and remain as a burden. The gravely ill will take up beds in medical posts. Ugh. Not exactly great. What about the cemetery stuff? Cemetery. We will... A proper place to bury the dead. There can only be one cemetery in the city. We will establish a burial ground so we can lay our dead to the rest with dignity and respect. So new building cemetery. Hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. You will have to establish a cemetery. Then a corpse disposal, on the other hand. We'll keep the dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The goat will hold their decay. Snow pit. Yay. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. You will have to dig a snow pit. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. I think we need to take the cemetery. Children can work in safe workplaces with child labor. There aren't enough hands to do all the work. We'll allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses or hothouses. Or child shelters. Children will be safer if they stay in child shelters during the day and they won't cause any mischief. Providing all children with a place in a child shelter gives a permanent hope bonus. But of course you will have to build a child shelter. Extended shift would be the next one here. Building a city in this frozen hell requires sacrifice. People will get more done if they work longer shifts. Workday in any facility to 14 hours. Causes discontent, of course. Then a fighting arena. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. All-out slugfest, eh? New building fighting area. Even in boats will reduce skin discontent. You will have to build a fighting area. Well, interesting. I think they will nonetheless all have to be a little bit further away from the center, because the center is pretty much full anyways. Well, there is a minimal space here, but that's pretty much all that we have. So it's not a lot. Yeah, we would need to increase this too. For sure then. Well, we are trying to be gathering coal about a day left. I've got to hold on, people are depending on me. Another day, another shift. Well, that's life. Yes, it is. I think I need to also increase the people in here, to be honest, so I guess I'll just I'm content to have a little bit less people to work in these places for now. 5 and maybe indeed 5 in here. And just increase the amount here at least to almost max. I guess that will be something. Steam cores 1. Okay, what sort of a choice is there? A word of advice. Workers needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. Yeah, I did look into it. As such, those would be relatively safe places. There's also an option. Or child labor in all the jobs. I kind of want to do this. It's risky, I would say, just for the very fact that if I have this, then yeah, we will have less people to work. So it's risky, but I would like to do that anyways.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
I wonder where it is. Where I would need to be. Okay, here's the side shelter. Provides a safe place for children. I have just a spot for it, barely. So let's just place it there, I think. For now. Makes sense to me, but they should do some learning as well. Good, it's better to keep the children out of the harm's way. Good then. A child shelter is ready and the children are safe inside. People can work without worrying that something will happen to their kids. Hope rises. Well, it is something as such that we need to take care of. Okay, 5 being treated, 0 in palliative care. Okay, good. 50 still homeless though, which is of course bad. And I'm worried about our food situation still, even though I do have like 2 full places. Hunt usually takes 12 hours. Close this time of day. So yeah, that's a little bit something that I am worried about, if I could say. Throws 4 food rations from 2 raw wood. It's at least a decent amount as such, I think. But we'll see if that will be good enough. We would need to get the beacon. It's at least coming pretty soon actually, so that's nice. Okay, what's going on? What about the children? Child shelter, a note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Okay, so otherwise children had to be working. It was the right thing to do. Yay. And then there's another choice. People from our convoy. Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can for sure. Rescue survivors. Well, we need to build the beacon first, and we need to research it first so that we could try to build it. I don't know how it will even cost. I'm not sure. I hope it's okay that I build it a little bit further away from this place, so we'll see, I guess. Just try to get the beacon first, at least, researched. So hopefully that will be good. Less than an hour at least, now. With that speed. Also, I would like to research something new, but I kind of think that I would have to try to build the beacon. 20 wood, 35 steel. Okay, I need very little more steel. I think I should be able to get that pretty well, though, right? 1.3 hours. Okay, I think it should be okay. I just need to wait just a little bit more. Not that one. Let's see. What was it? Just going into completely wrong spots. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get the 35 steel very soon, even if I don't increase the amount of workers here, I hope. It's 34 now, so it is increasing, just very slowly. Okay, there it is. Allows us to send scouts to search the wilderness for goods and survivors and bring them to our city. Lookouts will also spot incoming groups of people. Interesting that these aren't exactly the best areas. So this is the one little area that it says specifically as a green, but not any of the others, so I guess we'll just build it right here. Then, at this moment. Yeah, I know we're out of steel after this. Yeah, there's nothing more there at least. Okay, well, you guys aren't doing anything anyways, go build it for the moment. Of course, I could also try to then have a look if I can go and do anything else. At least we have plenty of coal, so we are not going to be stuck living in the very bad. Okay, what's going on? Housing problems, no roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelters. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in the terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. Yeah, I've definitely tried. There's just, we need even more. I'll provide some shelter. You have 2 days to provide shelter for 25 people. I'll provide shelter for everyone. You'll have 2 days to provide shelter for 50 people. I guess this is okay. I can at least provide shelter for 25 very soon, I'm sure. So yes, I'll take care of it as soon as I can. It's very few that are without homes anymore when we do still at least have these all. We can also see everyone what they are doing exactly at the time, which is kind of nice. Okay, that is done. We are no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens and surround us, the Frostland. Good. Hey, the balloon is coming up. The beacon. That is a good thing, for sure. For a certainty. Yay. There it rises to the very top as a beacon. Alrighty, lost expedition and a crash site. Several wrecked vehicles, no signs of life. They are probably our machines. Let's hope so. We had to leave a number of supplies in them after the crash. So yeah, people from our convoy though is, I think Lost Expedition is the one that we should go into. Send scouts here to learn more about this place. Numerous tents, we can see people moving about. They must be the lost members of our expedition. So yeah, now there's basically 2 missions that we have. So how do we do this exactly? How do we send people here? Go directly to the beacon to deploy a new unit. Okay. Scout team, at least 5 citizens must be available, not enough food. Oh dear, we need loads more wood to be able to actually do this. Okay, well, that is one thing that when we would have to be able to do. So let's just decrease the number of workers here even more. Even if we do need people here too, but we need loads of wood, for sure. Way more to be able to hope to get anyone to out there. It's just that there's so many places that you would need to work at, and on the other hand, food is ridiculously important too, so a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's at least put you all here, I guess. That will at least improve our situation. Of course, would love to also research more, but this way at least we would be able to start getting a little bit more, but of course they are on their free time. Weather changes. Or the beacon, better said. The beacon gives you access to the world outside the city. You can explore it with scouts deployed through the beacon panel. Frostland with the scouts, yes. Good. create a team. Scouts are self-sufficient and can venture great distances from the city. They may find resources, survivors, and perhaps shed light on the world and its fate. The progress of your scout is shown through the icons in the upper right corner. Okay. Uncovered site to deploy scouts? Yes. Then weather. The temperature in the city is constantly changing. Pay close attention to the forecast to the next 5 days. That is shown to the right of the temperature at the top of the screen. Ah, okay. I was wondering about that. The thermometer icon indicates the direction of the temperature change. Hover the mouse over it for details. When it gets colder outside, the temperature inside buildings drops as well. Buildings differ in the amount of protection they offer from the cold. To see all the factors affecting temperature in a building, hover the mouse over the thermometer icon in its panel. Okay, thermometer panel. So for example here, in here, yeah. Building insulation, but heat zone then. But at the moment they are comfortable, yes. Here it's not quite as comfortable, it's chilly, low risk of getting ill though at least. So it's not too bad. But everything here is at least good. And this is anyways prevents getting ill, which is good. Very much indeed. I would need to do a lot of research too, but well, I would wanna be able to do this first. Okay, more things happening. People from our convoy ready to search. People cheer as a giant observation balloon soars above the sky. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. Yeah, but unfortunately we do not have quite the resources yet. Okay, a word of advice, the wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Thank you. I'll try to be doing that. Well, they're heading forward there, slowly but surely. But it's not nearly as bad when 50 are without a home, to be honest. Nonetheless, at least they can all stay here, where it's at least relatively farmed, which is definitely better than nothing. So these 3 are working here. There's some children that are treated, and then a couple of others. This person is sick but being treated. Doesn't have any shelter for the night and will be forced to sleep on the ground. Okay. It's being treated, so everyone is okay. You don't even have any issues anymore, so that's good. Recovery time, though. Should even have more workers here, to be honest, but at least that is helping us to stay in a better situation there, really. Alrighty, yeah. I don't need to look into that. I was not looking at. It's soon possible for us to assign a new law, yes? Yeah, you would need more raw wood. We are decently with the food rations. We just need way more raw wood. At least those would be arriving pretty soon. Yeah, Book of Law would be available now. Find a way to battle hunger, sickness, and apathy. Oh dear. 3 sick, 0 gravely at the moment. But more guiding sick nonetheless, because they are sleeping outside, I'm sure, is the reason. We're not even getting anything really done during this time after all. No food coming in, no resources. We're just living through the day, through the night, really. But anyways. At least we're alive, not everyone's so lucky. We're doing fine, all things considered. Surely. Fine, yes, at least we got some resources from there, so let's see. Resources shortage, you don't say. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that will allow us to extend working hours. I might try to go for that, to be honest. The workday in any facility to 14 hours. Sure. Let's go for it. The work shift can be extended by 4 to 14 hours. Okay, so in these I would love to extend it from 6 to 20. In any of these resource fields especially. Because we need a ridiculous amount of resources. I'm not sure if it's good enough, but we'll do it. And of course these, well, they work anyways, as they do. But all of the resources are indeed something that I would love to just try to be getting immediately. I hope I don't freeze to death on duty. Well, I definitely hope so. So gold better not go outside without a good reason.
Get going. Time to earn.
Generator overdrive. In extreme circumstances, the generator can't be put into overdrive. This will increase the heat it provides, but also put a generator under stress. Keep an eye on the stress gauge. When it reaches 100%, the generator will explode and then we will be pretty bad. Oh, it is minus 40 though, so that is pretty bad. Pretty bad. So I'm not sure actually that this is a good timing to do the longer work hours, in all honesty. But at least it would be nice to get this started. We will anyways take some of them off from work and try to be placing them to actually head to scouting mission soon. Now we should be even able to do that after all. So let's try to do that at least in... It's so difficult sometimes to even decide what to do exactly. 2, 1... and 1. I guess that could be okay, but not enough yet. Sure, let's just take one more from steel, I guess. Okay, let's just go create a new scout team, and they shall be heading, oops, over here. Lost expedition. Lost expedition. Well, I'm not sure if maximum number of scouts reached. Okay. So I wanted to try to actually leave. Waiting. Go here. Okay, scouts number 1 sent to Lost expedition. Good. Good, good. They have been sent, so they shall be going there. Go to the city. Alright, from there. So they will arrive there in about 11 hours. It will take quite a while, but in the end they will reach there, of course. No employees, of course, available at the moment. Let's see anyways how much some of these will cost. Coal thumper, so I guess we would be getting coal quicker then. Hunter's gear. What about heaters? Allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. Each heater raises the workplace temperature by 1 and consumes 1 coal per hour when running. That's not necessarily a good thing, to be honest, at the moment that is. Steam hub allows us to build steam hubs. When powered by the generator, these contraptions create additional smaller heat zones around them. Each active steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. Those are nice, but at the moment also dangerous considering our coal level. So I guess I would need to rather do some of these things first. So just all gathering would be quicker. I think that's probably what we should try to go and get first. Mild frostbite, a citizen became gravely ill. Oh, that's not exactly great. Well, it is because there's so freaking cold. Let's just decrease these hours again, because even though I would really need this, but we really would also need to not get people gravely ill, hopefully. So let's decrease that a little bit. At least we had enough gold. Okay, frostbite. The dangers of the cold frostbite. One of our people has become gravely ill due to the frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. Consider signing a radical treatment or sustain life. Law. I don't wanna kill anyone. Extra rations for the ill, overcrowded. I wanna do this, but I can't yet. So hope you'll just get there and hopefully get treated a little bit. Too gravely even now. Carrying resources. Okay, at least it's the end of shift now, so they will not be there for longer. Which is good. At least. I'm kind of surprised that they go there still then, but maybe they do because I had it as a working shift for a moment still, but at least at the moment it shouldn't be any more time for them to go there to work. So, weird, kinda. At least some of them are being treated, even if slowly. Okay, waiting. What did they find? The rest of our people made camp here, too exhausted to go on. We should escort them to the city. Sure. What happens if we search the area? Okay, lost expedition. A happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A shore of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Sites discovered. Gloomy caves, sturdy shelter. Escort the survivors to the city, I think is the logical thing to do. Scouts will set out towards our city and bring the survivors quickly and safely with them. This would then be survivors, sent to survivors to the city. Survivors will set out towards our city and on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. No, you will escort them. Escort them. Sure, it will mean that you come here and all, but we might go into the crash site anyway, so it's fine. We want them to come home to us, and at least it will mean that we get more people to work for us also, which is needed. Which is needed just a little bit. Okay, I would also need to get the engineers to actually work here again. One more engineer into here. Would I be able to afford this? Yeah, I can start this. I think I wish to do so because that will definitely improve our chances, I'd say. I guess the Book of Law is now available, I'd assume. So, sustain life. It's not great, it's not perfect, but the gravely ill will be kept alive in the medical post. I suppose that's better than letting them die. They can't be helped, so why give them false hope? Well, that's one way to look at that. Zero gravely injured at the moment, but I don't know if they just got better because they came all the way into the heat zone again. I hope that's the case. Yeah, they're bringing them from there. So 4 children, 10 engineers and 22 workers, which is excellent. That definitely, I can say that is excellent though, to get all of them here. From there I can also view the map when wished on. Yeah, -40 is pretty bad. The temperature will rise with 1 level for the next day though, so that is at least nice. Is it then -30? I don't know. But they arrived. Scout number 1 have returned safely to the city. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back into the Frostland. Yay, reunion. They arrived back home. Or to us, where there's actually some heat and everything. Yay, people from our convoy reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expedition left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the others. Certainly. Yeah, this was something that I did already look through.